Alright, so I've been working on the 4 Series truck for a little while. Sorry about the dodgy camera work, I'm just filming this on my phone. As you can see from the last little teaser that I put up, I've been quite busy. So I've got a frame from a Volvo Tamiya logging truck, mainly because this truck's going to be a rigid, it's going to be a flatbed rigid, a 6x4. No, a 6x2 tag, that's what it's going to be. So I'm going to have obviously a drive axle in the middle and then a bogie axle or a pusher axle at the back that will lift up and down. And yeah, that's pretty much the plan. So I use this frame because it's a pretty good frame for a rigid anyway. I haven't got to make it myself. And what I did on the T-cab was make it myself, and it's not difficult, but if you can avoid it, I recommend it because it just saves you a bit of time and effort. So yeah, I got the frame sorted. The front end is what I'm concentrating on at the moment. As you see, I've got front suspension, and the cab, I'll put the cab there, is a Hercules hobby cab. So unlike a Tamiya one, it has opening doors, and I think it's a little bit more detailed, but they're relatively identical. Not all parts are interchangeable. Like for example, here you've got these little mounts, which I don't think are on the normal Tamiya cab. So they need to. I think for the 4 Series grille to fit, I need to sand them off a little bit. And do a few modifications to it, but it has opening doors which are in the box, and they're supposed to hinge down here, but I wouldn't recommend using that because it's really fiddly and flimsy. So I'm going to make my own setup. I've got an idea. I'm going to wait a minute. I'm not going to show you yet until it works, but I've got an idea for how to do it. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've done so far. I tend to rush into these projects quite quickly when the idea is fresh in my mind, and then I realise I'm running out of money. So I slow down a bit. I have no idea what colour it's going to be yet. And it's going to be a flatbed, because the meetings that I go to every month, there's a guy there who's doing a similar truck to this, and he's got an RC flat forklift truck with pallets, so we end up using that to load it. And then in the future it will be a drag unit. I'll put I've another flatbed behind it, do like a drawbar trailer. But again, a long time down the future from now. So yeah, I need to get the cab actually mounted on there. So I've got the cab hinge on the way that mounts into those 2 holes, and then I'll be able to put this on and mock up all the bodywork for the 4 Series stuff, which has got its own set of instructions with it. And it's actually a really good kit. It's a little bit fiddly, but it will be quite nice when it's done. And this thing I brought from China, and it arrived within 6 days, which was quite nice. And that's a ton of stuff that comes with that, and it's got its own manual, which is helpful. So yeah, that's pretty much the update on that. Not really much else to show you, but I've got, I'm sorry about the lighting and all that. This is the first video that I've spoken on camera, but yeah, I'm going to do an interior pretty much the same as the T-cab, so as fully detailed as possible, and I'll probably cut into here and then do what I did with the T-cab and have, like, you know, the roof that comes up. The interior ceiling will come up to about here. So if you haven't seen that, watch the T-cab video. And if you don't like the music, I know it's not to everyone's taste, just mute it and put your own on, because if I put, I mean, my favourite band's Iron Maiden, if I put that on there, it will get copyright striked and probably blocked in half the countries in the world. So EDM music tends to get away with that. That's why I use that. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll do another video whenever I can. Most likely I'll have most of the rear suspension then, because I've got none at the minute, apart from the shocks. But you know, time and money.